Hi, man, was Agdina.
I'm Melvin Yagaka.
And we are Cream. Chelsea rules everything around me. We back. I'm gonna start jerking.
I'm dead. The thing is, it's just been way too long.
No, like, it's been, like, literally, all I sent to Melvin was, it's time. Like, I've been, oh my God, I've missed this shit so fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
So much. Yeah, so much has happened. Not that so much has happened, but, like, obviously over 3 months, a lot has happened.
You're always gonna have,
And there's a lot to talk about, so we won't talk about necessarily everything this week. For example, Steven's supposed to be here this episode.
Can I be seen?
No, they can. Yeah, you can see. Nigga, this.
I need them to see me.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could turn. Yeah, you could pivot. You know, all of that. Steven's supposed to be here. Steven's supposed to give us pretty much the rundown of what the NBA is looking like for the return. But we can kind of talk about it. I mean, I don't think we know all the details. Like Steven knows like all that shit.
A lot of the details are just very not clear. Like we don't know.
But he probably all the niggas
he sees all this stuff every day.
So I mean, he Did you see I told you we did a proposal video, right? Mm-hmm. Everything predicted in there happened.
So they took his ideas.
No, they took his December 1st idea. Yeah, like nobody else said that, and they said they're looking at December 1st return. So, hey man, we have a future insider, future insider coming on. So he'll definitely be here next week. Chuks is coming in a few minutes. But yeah, we'll talk about basketball and like what we think things could look like at the end. But we have some pressing matters first. We are the Kareem podcast, the Chelsea Rules Everything Around Me podcast. And I think that's Chuks.
Might be. No, it's
not. Okay. First things first. We'll get to transfers and like what shit is looking like for now later. But let's talk about the upside of our squad now. The upside of coronavirus. Obviously, the bad part is niggas don't have money.
Yeah.
Niggas don't have money to spend. Well, not that. Okay, there was a lot more games before coronavirus. People really only missed on their best day like 15 games. You know, Liverpool only had 9 more games left. You know, because they're out of all competition except PL. You know, because of a team. I don't know. It's just because of a team. I don't know what team, but a team.
Wear a blue jersey.
But other teams like Chelsea on like right now, the least we have is 10 games. Like a City, if all things goes well with who are they playing? Real. Yeah. They could still play another.
That series?
Yeah, they won. Remember they won 2-1.
Yeah.
So there were some people that still had like a lot more games left, but 10 and 15 games I don't think should make or break your earnings.
Yeah. Oh, your earnings. Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't make or break your. I mean, because if you're a cold team.
Well, I mean, it could though.
The big clubs. I'm talking about the big clubs because if you're a big club,
but I mean,
you're playing at least 55 games. That's like bare minimum. Yeah. 55 is a lot because champs you're at least playing 6.
You're playing at least for sure 38.
You're playing 6. Oh, I mean, yeah. So you're playing 6. FA Cup, all those other things. So we'll just add like 5 games to that. So you're looking at like 50, and then depending on how good you do in Champions League, so around 50 plus games you're playing. I don't think was that 1/3. I don't think one third. I don't think that should like make or break you if you're a big club per se. The good part of this, is before we get to like the general one. The good part of this for Chelsea is we will have the most money for sure going into the summer now.
Why are you saying that?
Because we sold people.
And we didn't
get any back. So we already had a gap ahead of everybody.
Not only that, we're still gonna sell more people.
Exactly. So we're still gonna sell more people, and all these other teams who make more than us regardless are now we're all gonna be making the same when everything restarts, which is 0. So we'll have a bit more than other people. But the good thing about it, I would just say the good thing period is that everybody's healthy now for the most part.
Yeah,
it's really only basketball that people are like out for the season.
Yeah. Okay. When we get to basketball, I want to talk about KD because
no, he's not coming back. They already say he's not coming back,
and that's what's pissing me off.
It doesn't matter. But okay, we'll talk about it later. So what that means for everybody, including Chelsea, is we're fucking healthy as shit.
Yeah, everybody's healthy.
Did you see RLC's video today?
Everyone's Like the thing is, so do you think that managers now have to reevaluate their new starting
Not
lineups
think
coming in?
obviously.
Well, I mean,
Obviously they
because
do.
like some of these people, nobody's played in like how many?
I mean,
months now?
yeah. Oh, so you
So,
mean like
I
like
mean,
what's
like,
gonna be the difficulty of like picking your
yeah,
team in
your
that
new
first
11, 'cause
game off of just
before all this
practice?
hit, it was like, okay, I'm going based off of form. Who's
Like, are you just starting
Are you starting
Giroud
just
off
whoever-
rip
Yeah, like
because he was starting before? Are you starting who are wingers? Willian and
Pedro, all these
Pe-
guys.
no, Pedro's
Joey, Pulisic.
Pedro's not
Yeah,
starting.
but I'm just saying, like,
Look,
I'm naming everybody.
Pedro's not touching my field anymore. With everybody healthy, he's not touching my field
But
at all.
But do you like who do you start?
Like, who do you
coming
start?
in?
So I think that's something that we should definitely we can touch on, at least in our guesses. We're not in the training ground. Is there any team news before we should get into that?
Team news.
I mean, we just signed that how do you say his name? Origin. Is this the striker,
teenager.
right?
No,
The
he's not a
teenager.
striker.
What is
I
he?
thought he was like
He came like one
he's
game.
He's like a left or left.
He is our left. No. Because
He's a
Lamptey was the right back,
Uh-huh.
and then who was the left back? We had like a
First one
young,
was him.
so it was probably him,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's team
I mean,
news.
it's really just a long term
Yeah, but I'm saying like there's any like updates that we had.
updates
mean,
in terms of
Yeah, like within the team, like just general things to get out the way before we
not
get to
really.
nonsense.
Just other than our other signings.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's touch on who we think where our line could be. I mean, I think the back is the same for the most part.
Okay, so are we having? I don't think that anybody that we sign now can come play for us for this.
I thought you were gonna research that.
Okay. See, I was waiting for Chuks too because I wasn't.
Okay,
clear on that.
then we'll talk about that later. So under the impression that Verna, who we're gonna talk about later, doesn't play with us. So we're
Without
not.
the new sign-
We're
so
not.
does that
yeah.
include Ziyech too?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're not putting Ziyech. I forgot we got him.
Bro.
It's been so long. Okay.
Like the people that we're signing.
No,
next year it's supposed to be something.
It's gonna be crazy. Okay, so
But,
from the back, obviously
Yeah.
Kepa got his spot back right
Yeah.
before everything ended.
I mean, we don't know if he's still on force, so
Shut the hell up. Nigga, you saw his new hair? Everybody has new hair, bro. It's kind of cool. It's literally like everybody has a new look.
Timmy has his old.
He has his
old
braids
look,
back.
yeah.
Ross Barkley cut off his hair, has a beard
Yeah.
now. Everybody just looks weird. Mason Mount had like a facial hair. I'm like,
Really?
yeah,
Mason Mount?
yes.
I haven't
It
seen
was
that. I
crazy.
haven't
Like
seen
people, everybody just looks so different.
Mm.
Starting from the back, obviously Kepa's in there. I think we're gonna do the Reese and Aspie
Yeah, that's
full
the
back.
safest one.
Full back.
Mhm.
The center back is going to be the toughest one.
Yeah.
Tomori was hurt. Tomori came back and played one of the worst game, played the worst game of his season.
Yeah.
And then we hadn't seen him play since then. So the center back I think for sure is Rudiger and somebody else. I mean that's you, but I mean if I was to assume, I think it would be Zuma. I think that's what
he'll
Lampard
probably
would put.
do that, but in terms of, I mean, we're predicting what he'll do, so I guess he would do Zuma.
I think he'll do Zuma and Rudiger. Obviously it's up to me. Hold on.
And then midfield. Wait, so what formation are we
Hold
playing?
on, what
in
did
this?
Chuks just text me too? So I mean we'll do 4-3-3 because that's like our main if you look at most of our games we play mostly 4-3-3. So if we're looking at our 3 midfield, actually let's do attack because midfield's gonna give us too much stress. Attack.
I think it's
Giroud. I think it's Giroud.
Nah.
I think it's
Temi.
I think it's Giroud.
The reason why I say Temi is because Temi, even when we first got into the season, like when the season first started, like Lampard already made his decision that we're gonna go with Temi, and if it fails, then we'll do Giroud. So,
But I think we've kind of moved on since then.
But
though.
it's not like Temi's playing bad.
I didn't say he's playing bad. But I think the reason is Giroud was just playing so good at a point.
But Temi was still playing good too.
No, Temi hadn't played those like last 3 or 4 games. But that's what I'm saying. So he was
But now
injured.
he's healthy.
But thing is, it's different because Giroud was playing like very good.
But he's healthy now, so we're
I mean,
taking form out.
Yeah,
at this point.
nah, you can't take form out.
No, because
I mean
they haven't
technically
played in
it's
so
been
long,
3
so
months.
nobody has-
Okay,
nobody
but
has form.
but this is also like what have you done for me lately kind of thing.
But nobody has done anything lately.
But
You can't
okay,
go off of that. That's what I'm saying.
But still, I don't think it's just like
I think they'll go off of who's been playing the best in practice.
And we don't know that.
And
So that's what I'm saying. We don't know that.
I mean,
so that's why I'm saying I'm gonna say they're gonna pick Giroud at least
saying
at
Tammy.
first,
So
and then Tammy will probably sub on, like maybe halfway at the 60th minute.
We could go split on that one.
I'll say Giroud. Wingers, I think it's Pulisic. I think
Pulisic's playing for
No,
sure.
I'm not gonna lie. Lampard's been sweating ever since Pulisic's been hurt.
I think
so it's Pulisic and Willian. Yeah, Pulisic and Willian. Cho, you have a lot more years ahead of you. It's okay. Just relax. He's 18, right? I think that's Chuks. Oh yeah. See, that's what we need to talk about. Open the door for Chuks.
But yeah.
What's it called? Yeah, Cho did get arrested, but that was nothing. Oh, that's maintenance. Jesus Christ, everybody except Chuks. So yeah, I think Cho definitely has a lot more of impressing on us that he has to do, and he's gonna have to step up next season too.
Cho literally has to go off when he does get that chance, because the way it's looking like he's not performing on the field and he's not performing off the field.
He's also young though.
So it's like
he's very young.
But look,
19?
Yeah, around there. And look at for example, all these people that we're signing. These are people that could potentially play.
And that's why I say
exactly.
next
so
season.
If he doesn't
next season's gonna have to step up.
Like they're gonna loan him out.
No, I don't think they're gonna loan him out.
They might.
After that bidding war we went through, I don't think we're gonna loan him out. I think the pressure is he's definitely gonna. I think he's gonna step up because of the pressure.
We'll see. He's gonna have to.
Yeah, that's why I said. Next season,
he's looking like he's about to be the next Dembele.
Don't force that, please.
Bro,
so we'll say Willian and Pulisic. And then who else are our wingers?
It's just them.
They technically Mason Mount. But that's what I said technically. Yeah. And technically RLC.
Yeah.
But midfield.
Well, RLC not really.
That's what I say technically. Yeah. Midfield, however, is the biggest headache. Okay, so what we're gonna start is who is your guarantee? There's one person he's guaranteed playing.
Know.
Who you saying?
Ngolo. That's my guess.
I say Kovacic. I think Kovacic is our guaranteed. I didn't say he's our best player, but he's played the best this season.
But he's not the number one pick.
All I say he's played the best. He's our best player this season. I think that should be unanimous. I don't think so. He's been our best player this season.
Oh, in terms of who's been
this season he's played the best.
In terms of like who would you pick on that midfield to be
based on this season, I'm still going with Kovacic.
Like, we're talking about somebody who is one of the best players in the world.
That's true.
And
but I'm going based on this season.
Just because somebody's on form, he's
been on form all season.
No, I'm saying like
he's been on form all season.
Yeah, but I'm just saying one season.
It's not form. That's not form. He's cold,
bro. But wait. So
he's cold.
Wait, so now you're making the argument that he's even better than
I didn't say he's better. He's played better than him this season. If you're saying
that, then
he's played better than him this season.
Yeah, one season. You're going off one season.
And this season isn't even over.
How good has Conte been like his whole career?
Season not over. Yeah, but I'm talking about this season. We're going on form.
Okay,
so are you gonna ask for Ronaldinho to come because of what you know?
But is because of what he did in the past? The accolades that Conte.
We don't know that.
We do know that he's not.
We don't know that.
We know he's.
Are you God?
We both.
You can't see the future.
So you can see that Kovac just has a chance.
I don't know why the thing is you're trying to compare careers, and I'm talking about this season.
Yeah, but you're acting like Conte's career is just done.
He's already reached his peak. I don't know. You live in the world of absolutes. I don't.
No.
So you're trying to put me in your world, and I don't live in that.
I'm just telling you how it is.
No. But you always do that. I don't live in absolutes like you. I know.
But it's a fact.
No, it's not fact.
It is.
I believe that Kovacic this season has been our best player,
and that's
so he is our guaranteed
that's just
player.
This season.
It's not okay.
You can't just have a guarantee.
And season's not over. Season's not over. Nah. So it's just a season. So let him finish the season. Best player.
What if Conte comes back this season and
then he'll probably be the second best player this season. Because Kovacic did it for many games.
Wow.
He did for N'Golo has, I think, 3 goals this season.
The way you're attached to this Kovacic thing.
Because N'Golo scored against Liverpool.
So
he scored Liverpool, City, and he scored against
like,
what team? One team they beat 4-1 or some shit like that.
So you're saying Kovacic is basically like the best player in the league, in the midfield right now.
I think he's
next to like De Bruyne.
Obviously, no. I think there's still a level. I think there's still because I think De Bruyne is arguably like the 3rd best player in the world.
But midfield in Premier League.
Yeah, midfield in Premier League, yes. Because who would you really say is better
than? How many goals does De
Bruyne? He has 2.
How many does Conte have?
He has 3.
With all the games he's missed.
This season he has 3.
With
okay, so the one goal. So the one goal is the difference.
He doesn't even score.
Hold on. And Kovacic doesn't. Kovacic scored his first goal.
Yes.
Kovacic scored his first goal this season. Who?
Kovacic.
No, he doesn't. Like he scored his first goal this season. He scored his first goal this season.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So
like,
he's
there's
developing.
somebody who just scored his first goal this year.
Bro, we're getting
Like, this
there.
guy scored his first goal this year.
And his job is to score.
Kante's job is not to score either.
Exactly. He scored 3.
Okay, and
so
he
what's
was
3 to 2?
injured.
What's 3 to 2?
No, but he was injured most of the season.
What's 3 to 2?
He was injured most of the season.
And if you look at how many shots they have, it's probably like
It's probably more.
Kante still scored more.
And
shot more.
Kante scored goals in big games.
Yes.
City.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
I'll give him that. I'll give him that. He's not
that
a
big
scorer.
time player. Kante is doing it against City when we need that goal.
He did do it. I mean,
but
he did do it.
Kovic is just doing it.
Unfortunately, we lost both of those
West
games.
Ham with some small games.
We lost both of those games. Though.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
No, we lost both of those games.
He comes through.
We lost both of those games.
But it's like, if you look at those games, he was the one player that.
Okay, if he didn't score against Valencia, we lose that game. Kovacic.
Okay.
And then the other game was Brighton.
But Kante's been doing this like
bullshit.
ever since he put on the Chelsea.
Nah, Kante was never a scorer.
No, I'm talking about like showing up in.
Kante the last 5 years has been our best player.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this season he's not.
Injury.
I'm not blaming him.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, you can't say because one person injured, then all of a sudden because another person is having a great season, he's now better than him.
I didn't say he's better than him. So he's having a better season.
All right. He's still a number 1 pick though. That's my whole point.
Who?
Kante. Regardless of how bad of a season
in a perfect
had.
world, Kante is probably your best pick. In probably every team except City, because Kevin De Bruyne is the only player I would take over him.
Right,
in the whole.
So we're doing midfield 3. Then you have Kovacic and Kante.
I have
sure.
Okay, so Kovacic, Kante for sure.
Yeah.
Then the last
one. We already we don't even have to argue.
No, we do.
No.
We do, because our hearts are gonna go to close the door, because I think the sound is getting out because of it. Just leave it ajar. Our hearts are obviously gonna go one place.
Mm-hmm. But who else can play that position?
Our hearts are gonna go one place.
Because
but reality.
No, but
based on this and based on like somebody who's actually played games. Okay.
The reason why
versus somebody who played under 23 games.
The reason why I'll say that you can make an argument for having this person.
You can have an argument.
The reason why is because you have Kovacic and Kante. Those are 2 players that basically play a position. For example, Jorginho. You can't have Kovacic, Jorginho, and Kante.
Already have. We literally played that this whole season.
Not for the most part.
Most of the season has been like when everybody was healthy.
When
everybody was healthy, that was our 3.
Nah, it was
no. Mason Mount was not starting. Mason Mount wasn't starting. No. Because I want you to understand a lot of like Kante was hurt a lot this season.
Yeah.
Like a lot this season. And Mason was only playing on the left. Mason was playing wing. He wasn't playing the midfield.
At the same time, they only played what's his name? I'm trying to think of his name. They only played Mason when Kante or Jorginho wasn't starting.
So that's my point. So I'm saying when Kovacic, Jorginho, and Kante were healthy and could play, they were our starting 3. They were our starting midfield.
So when you add RLC to it,
we don't know yet though. He hasn't played it. He hasn't played a Premier League level game yet.
Because I can't even put Barkley into that conversation.
Fuck no.
So
can't put Billy. So Billy and Ross are out of this conversation.
Because first of all, Ross is getting sold. He needs to.
I'm not gonna lie, and actually, we need to actually play Ross a lot more. No. Hold on, no. Let me explain to you. We need to play Ross a bit,
his value,
bro. Because those last 2 games, those last games, I was like, hey.
I would say
the Nigerian part of him was coming out a bit.
I'm telling you, like in the summer, whenever he was like when
balling, yeah.
Bro, I was like,
remember that assist he gave to Pedro?
What? That's exactly what I was thinking about whenever I brought that up, but.
No, those last 2 games. Those last 2 games, both Billy and Ross were going off.
We can't just try and do as much as we can to get Ross's like form.
Obviously it's not the detriment of the team, but I think when it's like okay, we need a sub. Yeah. I think Ross is definitely going to be somewhere in that pecking order.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, once like RLC is coming back already.
We don't know. We see it's gonna take a good 3 games for it to be like, all right, you're like for sure. Not that he's not good, but like you have not played Premier League games in over a year. Yeah. Was it over a year? No, not over a year yet because like he got injured. May. Remember, he got injured like in the summer. Yeah. And I remember Sarri was so mad. He was like, he got injured right before the Arsenal game.
Yeah, it was a meaningless
yeah. Game. Yeah, that comes to America, right? So. Our hearts say RLC, but reality and based on this season, I think we kind of have to say Jorginho.
So that's our 11. Adding Jorginho to it.
We need more attack. No, Pulisic, Willian, and Giroud, I think, will do a good job.
So let's say, okay, this is our 11. Let's say now the new guys come in. Who comes out? Who goes in?
And this is on the impression that Willian and Pedro won't be back.
Yeah.
I think Tammy and Werner are competing for. Okay.
You don't see.
Hold on. It's actually there's like 3 ways you can say this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Theoretically, if Sancho does come, it's Pulisic and Sancho.
Sancho too.
I mean, we have to we have to consider. Okay, so let's do if Sancho comes. Mm-hmm. If Sancho comes, that's there's like 4 different possibilities that have been thrown around. So let's just say Sancho is there. You're starting Pulisic. I think Pulisic is the one of the few people that are like guaranteed spots. Really? I think, bro.
On that squad,
bro, let's not forget what he was doing before he got hurt. Dude was balling. Even wasn't scoring, you felt his presence.
The game that he had a hat trick, like, was out of nowhere.
No, out of nowhere. And then after he was just so direct.
Consistent. I was just like,
it was direct. It was like no BS. I'm coming at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's what we were missing. Because like when you see like Willian and Pedro, sometimes they try and dribble around instead of actually coming at you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's like the automatic choice, but I mean, he was.
I think so. I think he is.
Because my thing is, if you have Sancho, like you just said, and you also have Ziyech, are you starting?
They haven't played for us yet. I'm talking about considering that it's not Ronaldo. If Ronaldo comes to any team, you're starting him.
But still, like, is
Ziyech obviously. I understand what you're saying, but Pulisic and what he's done in that blue jersey has been undeniable so far. So let's say Sancho's there. So I think we have Pulisic, Sancho, and I think Werner and Tammy are competing for the striker spot.
I think
unless we move to 4-4-2, which I really don't want.
I was gonna say
I don't want.
I was gonna say they might do a 4-1-2-1-2.
4-1-2-1-2.
Mm-hmm. With Tammy and.
But Lampard likes width.
I mean,
he loves width.
He can go wide. The thing is, I see him doing a what is it called? A 2-striker system. So
let's say we change it just so we can fit Tammy and Werner in.
Tammy and Werner up front, and then Ziyech right behind them. That's what I see him doing at some point.
So we can do a 2-1-3-4.
Yeah, something like that.
The door should be open. Just go open that door. So let's say just go. It's okay. So under the I'm thinking we could do a 4-3-1-2, and that would leave Werner, Tammy, Ziyech right behind them. Mm-hmm. But then we're now missing. Where does Pulisic play? Come on, sit down, Joe.
I mean that's why I say it's not
because then now we're sharing 3 spots between possibly Kante, Pulisic, Jorginho, Kovacic, RLC.
So that's
why I don't think Ziyech should not be that direct.
4-4-2 might work too.
But 4-4-2 really doesn't make any better.
Huh?
Doesn't make any better.
What do you mean? Because you still have those white players that you were thinking about.
But you still have to consider that. I mean, are you saying Ziyech is a guarantee?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because if Ziyech is a guarantee, you're taking away either Jorginho, Kante, or
even still,
Kovacic.
Ziyech can play out wide if you want to play him out wide.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you put him out wide,
it doesn't. Yeah, for me, he's just a guaranteed starter on our team.
No, so that's what I'm saying. I think Ziyech is more of a guarantee than Tammy.
He's more guaranteed than Tammy. Okay.
I think Werner's a more guaranteed than Tammy.
I don't know.
I think so. He's playing bigger.
I would say personally, I think he's better than Tammy, but I mean, he hasn't played yet, like you said.
Yeah, but I think, like I said, not that he's Ronaldo, but when you get a big caliber person, not that Werner's like the second coming, but
and that's the same argument I'm making with Ziyech. Like when you sign a big, player like.
I think it's more Tammy is not as much of a guarantee.
Yeah.
So I think we should do 4-2-3-1, and Tammy has to fight for his spot.
Okay, so now I'll just say that with all this, trying to go back and forth, who's gonna start, who's not gonna start, and we even said Sancho's in this. Exactly. So now we're talking about a team like, for example, City. You don't go into every game knowing exactly
the same 11. Okay,
and that's I see our team being like that.
Okay, but so let's play. This is Champions League final. We need our best 11.
It's gonna be a form thing.
No. I mean, okay, but theoretically, So I think Werner.
Ziyech.
Under the impression that we get Sancho.
Okay.
I'm saying Pulisic and Sancho.
Ziyech is not
And
starting.
Ziyech is 10. Ziyech is 10.
Oh, okay.
And then Kovacic and Kante.
All right. I won't
Defense
argue
is
that
going to be... We can't say anything about defense because I think people are getting sold this.
Yeah.
People are getting sold this summer. We don't even know what it's going to look like. Even though I think at our bare minimum, our defense is actually pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
I think a big issue is that people kept switching out. And defense, I think, is one of those, like... It's one of those parts where, like, you need a set... Those people need to be the same people playing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Liverpool. They started crumbling when one player came out. So we did to them. Do you see what we did to them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chuks is here.
Oh yeah, Chuks is here. So let's say Sancho isn't there. I think we move Ziyech to the right,
Yeah, obviously.
and then RLC plays number 10. So because right now we're gonna see in these next 10 games how valuable RLC really is to us.
It's still not fair valuation. He hasn't played in a year.
No, but that's what I'm saying. All we're gonna have is 10 games to really see his value. I know that you don't really rate RLC like that. You think it's an Instagram model.
Nah, it's not good. Man. Sorry.
No, he's really good. Like
No,
all
no.
banter aside,
He's not,
I think it's
not,
the next.
yeah, no.
Why do you not?
First of all, let me
like
say
him?
I didn't come here to banter.
Yes, you did.
You've
he's
already
not been
started.
drinking.
Yes, Oh no, he started. He already started.
He
Today.
drinking. Okay, I didn't come here to banter.
No, but you already
Nah.
started bantering.
No, but no, RLC is not. He's not. It's just like you. Yesterday, I was having the argument with Werner.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, the guy is not that good, man. Like,
Wait, okay, what do you mean by not?
No,
that
like,
good?
he's not like- see, okay,
because not that good means you're just a scrub. So you need to.
no, like
you need
he's
to-
not a scrub, but like Liverpool dodged the big bullet with him
Why do you think? But you need
for
to
the amount
explain
of money that allegedly
Okay,
they were going to
I'll-
drop on him.
No, they're about to drop
this
50
is-
to
yeah, it's
60.
the same price.
Same
But I'm
thing
saying
that
like
we're
he's
dropping.
not
This is release
he's
clause.
not what that he's not.
You don't
what
think
that
he's
price
worth
is.
50
No,
to
he's
60?
worth that
No,
much.
he's
Some
not,
somebody
he's
who
in
not.
this market
for
today,
somebody who
you know how
starts
much
for
players are
Germany.
costing.
Germany are one of the powerhouses
United
in the
Bro,
world.
but you guys know Premier League is different.
But United
Like,
bought
have you-
this guy
No, but
Maguire for 80 million.
I'm saying I've not seen all the careless buys they've gotten out of all the top. Out of all,
But I'm saying like Warner in a market where like people are needing a fast
We have 2
striker or
minutes.
anything like that, like that was a good deal.
Nah, I
60
don't-
million, that's a good deal.
60 million is a pretty good
I
deal.
don't think so, man.
It's 60
because me,
million is a pretty
I
good
would
deal.
take in perm. I'll take Tammy over him. Although it depends where you guys want to play him. If you guys
Exactly,
are playing him
We're playing
as a-
striker. No, as a striker.
as a target man, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, maybe he will start over time. Because Liverpool don't need it. They don't need it.
What do you think Tammy does better than him?
I mean, he has more pace than Tammy, and
No,
he looks like he
uh-huh.
has better IQ than Tammy.
So what was your point?
No, I'm saying, but like no,
The only thing Tammy has over him is height.
But I'm saying for like Prem is different.
Mm-hmm.
Like aren't
that's why Prem
aren't
is
you
different.
seeing in Prem the traditional 9 position
It's
is really
changed.
dying.
It's changed.
But he's not only playing a 9, he could play out wide too.
That I'm saying now, like if you guys play him out wide, then
But he's also but he
then you
also,
have to bench somebody to play him out wide.
but he can
now.
also dribble. He can also dribble. Like he's also good on the ball. Also, he's not like a
But, like,
Giroud that
but-
we just
But
he
I'm
needs
saying,
the ball
but, like,
right
if
to
you
feet.
if you watch the Bundesliga clips of him,
He's making behind runs.
I'm saying, bro, that's what he does. Like the
No,
guy
but
is-
he also
he's a-
take the ball. He can also take the ball on his
No,
feet.
not much, bro. But I'm saying that's against farmers now. You think Van Dijk watch the cow
You didn't see
run?
what he was doing to Tottenham.
There's not much dribbling in Premier.
I'm saying, bro, there's not much dribbling in Prem.
But at least you know he's capable. Like he's not like a Giroud.
Yeah, he's capable.
He's
You're
not
gonna
a
see-
tree.
you're gonna see it-
He's
you're
not
gonna
a
see it,
tree
but-
basically.
See,
He's not a tree that you just the ball
But
needs
I'm
to come
saying, bro,
directly
like-
to him for it to be
I would
effective.
say either he'll play more out wide than he does.
I don't know. We don't know. You know.
someone I know is capable of eating is Ziyech.
All right,
Yeah.
30
That's why I
seconds.
say for me, Ziyech.
Bro, Ziyech can eat. It
he's
just
gonna be
depends
great
on how quick he can adapt. Because
Oh, yeah.
Ziyech looks like he can be like Mahrez.
But he's also yeah.
He
That's
looks like
what
I'm
we're
like
saying.
Mahrez. But the thing is that like with players like that, everybody in the team has to know how to play with
Yeah.
them. Like someone like
Let's
when
have
they're
chemistry.
going to Liverpool,
Mm-hmm.
man, you have to bench one of the wingers. You can't play him in the middle because what Firmino does for Salah and Mane,
It's different.
But
Like-
that's why they were to buy him, because like they played those guys so many games.
you know what I'm saying,
So we're
bro?
like-
But like, are you going to
yeah.
buy someone that starts for Germany? You think he's coming with the Nazi spirits? Come and sit bench.
But I
His
mean,
forefathers didn't kill so many people for him to come and watch time start games.
oh, dead.
But I mean, you guys. I mean, I think it's a lot. There's a huge gray area knowing that it's not that Tammy's a scrub. So it's not like he's just gonna bench Tammy and like you're that much better.
No, I'm not saying Tammy is a scrub. I'm saying like I've watched people's games. Tammy does so well because he's a target man. You want someone to find a target man. But I'm saying in the EPL, being a target man is not spacing. That's why someone like Lukaku was playing so well, because the guy is strong. Like Tammy is strong. It's not about how fast you are. If you want to play pace, then it's going to be different. That means you don't really need wingers that will push the ball now. Because then where is now the space? Like someone like what's his name for our team? Aubameyang. Someone like Aubameyang now, he can't play traditional 9 just because he needs to move to even get himself into the game. Imagine playing Aubameyang Yupo system. He will cry. Because then Willian and who plays the other wing for you guys? Let's say Pulisic or what's the other guy? The kid. Mount.
How do you say his name?
Who?
Cho.
Bro, imagine Cho, bro. Yeah. Cho running the wing. Aubameyang has to stay in the center. That's why he's someone like Tommy that is already conditioned to play 9. If you see when I play, he wants to move. But I'm saying like you know how your team plays, and you know some players that will adjust quickly than others.
But also the way we play is not how Lampard wants to play though.
How does he want to?
He wants to play. He actually wants to play a lot more fast-paced ball. But we don't have the we. I won't say we don't have the players for it. But we don't have the players for it
to play the fast pace. I mean, if you guys don't play that fast pace ball, then it will be nice. But I'm saying you have to sacrifice one of those wingers, man.
No, we have to. No,
sacrifice one of them.
So that's what we're saying. Like a big thing this season, next season is going to be like really seeing the boys from men, because Cho. Shut up. We just signed him.
I Cho is not a serious player.
We just signed him.
Yeah, he's just like.
We just signed him.
So, but you guys know Cho is not serious.
I don't know.
I'll make Ronaldo.
He has potential.
He got it once.
No, he has
Which
potential.
Potential. This next season is gonna be released. What do we call it? Showing the boys from men, because people like Tammy. He was already getting scared with small Giroud.
I like Tammy.
Tammy's
it's
good.
just for him to just
play more. Last year we were talking about Tammy's. I told you guys, but scored 20 goals.
And he was on pace. Just what I'm saying, why he's able to do that is the system around him. If you put someone that is not comfortable, like getting the ball on his feet and turning around, you need someone that needs space to do stuff. Bro, Prem. One thing about Prem is that that's why it's the best league in the world, because. Bro, people that are scrubs, they will get exposed.
Yeah, they get exposed.
I'll keep saying it that Falcao was in team of the year. Came to a Man U or Chelsea.
He went to Man U first.
And the guy turned into a Romo. It's playing like he was playing Denton High. What do you mean? So Prem, like I'm saying, bro, that when that guy. For me personally, I wouldn't. Just like now thinking about it, bro. You really think Pepe was worth 90 million? The rubbish that he has done. I'm saying, bro, because someone like that now, like that dribbling stuff.
That wasn't gonna work in the Prem.
The only person I feel that will make you work in Prem is Neymar.
You don't think Mbappe?
That's exactly what I was
saying. And Mbappe too, because Mbappe will mix his own with speed. Bro, Mbappe is more speed than dribble.
Yeah.
For you to be able to dribble that quick, and even Neymar too, bro, they have to call like 11 fouls for him in 2 minutes, because he will fall all the time.
He'll get hurt easily if he came.
They'll kill him, bro. Someone like Mbappe is like.
Imagine playing Newcastle. Playing Newcastle trying to.
Bro,
they'll take your.
Newcastle don't sign Neymar. They're the richest team.
They said so.
I thought they'll sign Neymar.
They want to sign Neymar Koulibaly. I'm seeing all these.
Yeah, they want to sign Neymar Koulibaly. Looks like I'll go and buy white and black jerseys.
How do you guys feel about that?
Like
just injecting money into these teams.
Yeah, I'm saying that Man City and Chelsea. People are the
wait, why you bring Chelsea into this?
It's not all money.
Yeah, but we also like brought up our players.
But I'm saying, bro, you guys are at the forefathers.
How do you feel about it?
I don't like it clearly. Okay. Because bro, look at Man City.
The top 6 we already have, and then now add.
But I'm saying that's call of money now.
But it's really about competition.
But in terms of
the thing is, you like basketball. Basketball, the same team isn't always the best.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about. It's just like the Warriors, bro. Personally. I don't really enjoy what they did, because literally look at Man City now. You're literally just buying it. If it's like Liverpool that sold Coutinho, sold people and bought, that's how ball was back in the days.
But imagine everybody can do that.
If everybody can, but it's not going to happen.
But but there was a time to where only United Blackburn Rovers
it's not
and Arsenal could do that.
No,
it wasn't as fun. So imagine if everybody could do it.
It's different back then, because it was also more of coaching. Like, they didn't just go and buy players that won them the league. You scout and you get good players, and they win you the league.
But I'm saying.
But now you can literally just go out and buy a full. You can buy a full 11 Look at City now.
But I'm saying
But
there
that's
was,
what they're
I'm
banned.
just saying there was a certain like hierarchy at the point.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
that's
these are the only good teams.
Bro, that is in every sport now. It's like the Lakers. Even if they suck, they're
They're
still
still no, like, but they can get a first round draft pick every once in a while. Like, they
But
got
you
second.
don't say now, like,
They got-
that
like,
one is just comes with
But
name.
United would never do that. Like, that would never happen to United. They would never be relegated. Never ever.
I'm
would
saying
be
now,
relegated.
even Chelsea too. Now people can be relegated. Imagine seeing
The
you
big
people
six,
were-
I don't
But
see
but
the
but that's
big
my
six getting
point. So
relegated
I
anytime soon.
think it makes it just more competitive. Like, everybody likes seeing a Wolves start competing for no reason. Like seeing a Sheffield start competing for no
But
reason.
I'm saying now, like, we like to see them compete, but we don't want them to just go and
It's
buy.
just-
Okay, but the thing is, the people at the
At
top
some-
are already buying, so it's not gonna stop.
It's-
So
But
we
see,
need to
like, it's
level up.
not, it's not as
Because
bad.
you already- the
It's not as
teams
bad.
are
Like, you're buying with what you make. How can a team like City didn't sell anybody? They bought Robinho, bought Adebayo.
So
They bought all those guys.
So
They didn't sell
it should
nobody.
be less about the teams and maybe FIFA saying like
That's
how
why
the
they're
NBA
having those fair
how the
play
NBA,
rules.
how the
Yeah,
NBA
how the
does.
NBA, everybody
A-
has
A cap.
a cap, but that might not happen because I mean I don't know how they can implement it,
Yeah.
but it will be harder. But I'm saying you shouldn't just be able to go and buy the.
So
best
that's why
players.
I'm saying I think it's deeper than just like, oh, Chelsea changed. I think it could definitely, if the powers that be did not want this to happen, they could change that.
I mean, it's more money, there's more entertainment
Exactly.
now.
And I
Imagine them are playing for Newcastle.
Yo,
Yeah, I watch
relax.
now.
So, but
I'm buying
imagine-
the jersey.
imagine if all these big players were in all 20 teams to a certain
not all
extent.
20
Not all
teams.
20 teams,
I'm
but
saying,
they were
I would-
larger
even
than
at some
just the
point now,
first.
Wolves got a bunch of nice players.
Yeah.
Like, want to see happen organic. Like when you just go
I
out
think
and buy
everybody does.
talent.
Like when you see
Everybody
Wolves,
does.
It's a gradual like.
Yeah, it's like Spurs.
Yeah.
Bro, Spurs is gradual. They've gotten to this point now. It's just like the team. You can see the team doesn't have money. They will play those players till their legs will come out from the boots. There's no
that-
money in the team.
Yeah.
That's why people like the original Warriors, because they got drafted.
Yeah, you get
it was
drafted.
I don't
organic,
mind that one.
and that's why people like football, because you can't buy a team.
Yeah, you can't just go
It
and
j-
buy a
like
team.
you just have to you have to get the best people
Because
possible
one
somehow.
thing about soccer is unlike American football and basketball, it's a mixture of talent and coaching. Like, it's one thing to have good players, but you also need to have a good, like in basketball, it's players that win you championships.
And it's coaches that win you championships in football.
Then football is coaches, but in soccer it's a mixture of both, bro. Like, even if you have all the best players,
That's
if you
very
don't have, that's why, like, you see every time City plays Liverpool, it's whoever came to coach that wins the game.
Literally.
Like, literally, it's not because they have the same
Also
good
VAR.
players. And yeah, maybe VAR.
Not maybe. That was VAR the
But
last game.
most teams that have good
Yeah.
players and good coach,
They
you know, a
should.
coach have to draw out everything and be like, yo, this is what we're doing today, we're doing this, we're doing that. It's not like any other sport. So I'm saying, if you can go and get all the talent in the world, it makes the other side so much easier. Because then there are some teams you look at, man, that even a dead horse could coach them. You know, there are some teams you
Like
look
the
at.
Warriors.
You know what I'm saying, bro? They don't even need coach. Just you guys, you know, come on, guys, just go and play.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Just go
But
and
you
play,
can't- You
bro.
can't do that with soccer though, because
I mean, in a way,
Yeah.
you can, bro.
You
If
can.
you have from
can't.
goalkeeper to
So
nine,
It's not that you can't. I just think we're not used to it. Anything can happen.
Because you can't just tell me that put any other coach on City and they would have won all these.
but the
'Cause the way
the
Pep
thing
played-
is that with all those big players comes egos. And I don't know if you watched that City documentary.
Of course not.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
course
Nah, it was actually very. It was
a good doc.
It was a good
I
dog,
watched
bro. You watch on Amazon Prime. Like, one thing I like about Guardiola is he knows. Like, from what I noticed, he didn't have any favorites in the team. Like, guy was getting on everybody's ass, man. Like, I don't know the Burnley game where Sterling missed that open shot. But you know what
Yeah.
he was like that? You are the fucking striker. You
Yeah.
score the fucking goals. Like, if he doesn't score, he'll put him on the bench. And he gets on the halftime team talks. Everyone is quiet. Like, you actually need a coach that can manage.
See that-
Because
see-
you have guys
yeah.
like David Silva that have won World Cup. Like, you
Yeah.
have people that have been to places.
Yeah, like so it's like who are you to tell me? So when they find out it's Pep that's saying that, like they can't
Yeah, it's
say
different.
that's,
Yeah.
why, that's why I say you can't just have.
But I'm saying, but like,
you can't
Newcastle
just
now
have anyone coaching.
can probably go and resurrect some nice coach now. I don't even know who is available. Ancelotti or whoever.
They'll go get a Poch.
Or they're going to get Wenger.
Punch or
Wenger.
Yeah.
Go for big.
Wenger will come back and go and win.
He's gonna waste all their money.
Invincibles again.
Mm.
Bro, so you can go and get a good coach.
Let's say Newcastle gets like Mbappe, Wenger Mbappe connection. Those guys will win all the
Wenger?
trophies.
Because they're French.
Yeah.
That
Because they're
French
French,
nation,
right?
bro. When it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Guy, you got a win trophy, guy. What do you mean? Guys, coach, bro. Because, bro, when you have one thing with coaches is they're like us. Like, if I was a coach, I know the kind of players I want.
Yeah.
Like, in my head, like if I was to coach a team, I know what is nonsense and what is not nonsense. I know what I want to see.
Yeah.
But if you're not seeing it, it's just hard to coach some kind of
Yeah.
people, bro. It's like playing with some people that, man, their play style
Name
doesn't
them.
match your own.
Name them.
I'm not somebody.
Name them.
I didn't come here for banter.
Name them.
So
I
I'm
know
just
there's
like,
one in your mind that
I think there's people that you play with, or let's say you become a coach. What makes coaches successful? One like Pep is anybody Pep wanted. Bro, company go injured in December, the bottle of pots literally like they were going to buy Van Dijk too, but I don't know why that one fell through. Imagine if Van Dijk went there. Bro, I'm saying so like
okay, let's say this. We don't disagree that the money makes everything cheaper. But unfortunately, it's a dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah,
so
true.
it's unless you eat or you get eaten. So at this point, you can't expect Chelsea to feel bad because we want to be up there with all
Oh
the
no,
all of
I'm
you
not
guys that have
saying
money.
anybody should feel. I'm just saying like if you want to go back to where it all started from.
No, Chelsea.
Yeah, it's like
we-
injecting all like money into teams.
Is soccer the only sport where players sign based on like who's coaching them? Because it seems like coaching is like a very big deal.
Apparently not.
Not really, bro.
Michael Jordan said I'll retire if I don't play with Phil.
But you don't see it as often in the NBA though.
Well, coaching, people don't even know coaches' names unless you actually care about the sport.
But
I mean, it depends,
soccer,
though.
like players sign
I don't,
because
I
they're
don't, I don't
coaching
think
this
it's also. I don't know if it's mostly coaching for soccer. I think one it might be money to start with first, because there's some guys that have gone to teams that go to the Shanghai
China,
Shark.
Yeah.
What are you going to do there?
But
money.
those players are just looking for. It depends on what kind of player it is.
Yeah.
Some players are like wanting to.
I don't know too many people that go for coaches. Well, actually, I'll say
Maybe like, bro, the only
Actually, I'll say it's a lot about coaches
Yeah.
because coaches are managers. They're not
Yeah,
even called
exactly.
coaches; they're called managers. So they do a lot more than just coaching
Like
the
for
team.
example, like Hazard, he wanted to go to Real Madrid because him and Zidane, like he's always looked up to. That's why.
So what is he doing there?
He's
He's
not-
still looking up to
He's
Zidane.
not becoming a
He's
stripper.
looking down on
Just,
Zidane.
I heard he's been playing well at practice.
he better. What the hell? He's the best
Guys,
player
you gotta
on
make
the team.
OnlyFans, bro. Soccer is not doing him well right now. It's not paying the bills.
I'm dead.
But the guy is so trash in Madrid. But I don't know. If it's,
Why do you think that is?
I don't know,
No,
bro.
he just got hurt. And also,
he didn't
you know
fit
what?
in.
and also, bro, early on they just started targeting him, bro. Like,
Well,
they were actually like, if you looked out at the team, like the defense, it would just be two people on him at all times.
I mean, the guy's a good player now.
He's a great
He's
player.
a great player. I think for me, it's like he came from a team where he was like the one man show, and now he's went to a team where
How's that carried, bro?
with all these
Oh,
like,
God.
superstars.
I don't think it changes. I just think I think defenses
Nah,
were like
Hazard.
stop that guy.
Nah.
One day you guys,
No, it
Yeah,
really-
you
you guys,
don't run everything.
one day you
through
guys
Hazard
need
in
to
Real Madrid.
dedicate like an hour segment to Hazard alone.
Nah, we
Even
need
as
to,
national,
bro.
I know that guy has made
Hazard
me
is-
cry.
He's probably
Hazard
one of our
carried
best
me.
players.
No, that goal he scored against you guys is still one of the best goals I've ever seen.
Which one?
The one they carried from half field. Who did he
dropped-
drop?
Coquelin,
Who did he
no?
drop?
It was
Coquelin or
Coquelin.
somebody.
Big age.
Guy, the thing was that Coquelin was behind the pro was trying to stop his yards, bro. Then see the Coquelin fell. That goal was just shameful as a man. How do you go home? I'm like, honey, I'm home. You get out of here, bro. The guy was behind Hazard.
And
Bro,
the
that-
goal and the shot was savable too. Like it was just y'all just
I
Bro,
think
folded.
it's
it's
a lot
just defense,
going
bro.
on,
I'm
like-
saying supporting this team,
Mhm.
you need to be a man. You can't support this team right here and not have you have to have your vision not to cry.
Okay, let's talk about you guys. How do you feel going into the season?
Yeah, we're playing Man City first.
I know it's next Wednesday, right?
As in what?
we play
Can't
next.
wait.
I'm trying to
We
start.
play on Sunday, and we have a while. We gonna-
Yeah, I'm playing on Wednesday. I didn't want to watch the game. But
Why
wait
not?
to get
I'm watching
that
it.
first one was
I'm
not
watching
training
it.
session.
No,
De Bruyne was like, let me go out.
Bro.
no, I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the best performances I've seen from a player. Like that
Bro,
game.
I wouldn't count it best performance because you're playing a bad team.
Nah.
Like,
It-
nah.
it-
I won't
it-
count it as
it
best
was
performance, bro.
Clay Thompson 50.
Like,
points in three
no,
quarters,
like,
and
it-
then
You know what I'm
like,
saying,
it
bro?
was
Like,
bad.
you can't count that as good
Yeah.
performance.
Like,
Me,
he didn't have to
And it should have
try.
been a hat trick. Remember, he had that one, the
That-
hurling, and it hit the,
That hit
and it
the
got,
bar.
it hit, it
touched
grazed
Leno's-
Leno like
the way
this.
The way this De Bruyne like makes shots like pin like.
you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, no, the guy is good, though. The match was very. I only watched the first half, and I
Yeah,
couldn't
it was
watch
3-0. I would turn it off too.
But I'm saying, like, I wouldn't count that best performance if like
Yeah.
both teams didn't show up. But man, Man City is going to open us.
Okay, it was a very dominant performance.
Yeah, obviously, I
Very
didn't see our
dominant.
defense.
What was that 8-0? What team they beat 8-0 this season?
What Wolves now? Oh, no, not Wolves. It was
It wasn't Wolves. It was
the-
Southampton,
the
right?
team. Yeah, Southampton.
Southampton.
The team had just won.
Yeah.
They had just played.
They
I
just
think
beat them in the final.
No, they just played Leicester.
they just played.
Remember Leicester beat
Leicester
them.
beat
Was it 11-0?
bro.
I think it was 9-0. So
That's just
they're
embarrassing.
sitting okay.
That's just
Bro.
embarrassing.
Nah, bro, De Bruyne, I'm
Like-
so scared. I don't even think I'm going to.
De Bruyne only scored 1 goal that game, and it was still probably.
I
his
won't
first
lie,
of the
bro.
season.
My mental health has been doing really good since football has been off.
Yeah.
Can't imagine.
So
like,
you thought Hazard, now that Hazard had left and he wasn't gonna terrorize you guys, you thought you guys
no,
were
not
safe,
not
right?
about terrorizing us, bro. I've seen Charlie Austin terrorize us, bro. It's not about any one player. I'm just saying, like supporting Arsenal. Every week is something new. Either you smile or you don't smile every week. Like there's no consistency in the team.
Yeah.
Like 1 week, bro, we play with Flog United. Harun, I know you're watching. we flog United, bro.
Yeah.
Look Shaw will chow grass and mix it with stew, you know. Pepper there. Then the next week is like the same set of people will not even show up to play. And it's the first game, but
Yeah,
it's going to be what is
a bloodbath,
an enlightenment.
and it's an Etihad too.
It's the Etihad.
Damn.
Nah, bro.
But what does City have? Like, what do they have to play for?
Their
Them?
pride.
Bro, they are pride now. You
Just
think Pep is going to go out there as a man and not gonna
Because
win?
they're already not making Champions League, regardless.
Yeah, that one is still.
Oh,
they
you
are
guys
still
play
95
Wednesday
six.
and Saturday. Oh, that's that game in hand.
Well,
Because they're supposed to play.
You know what? We're supposed
Remember
to play
they played
them
Carabao Cup.
before
Remember,
Corona.
and then they played Aston Villa. So that's Sunday. Remember, it got postponed. This is a post.
Oh.
Corona saved us from the game. Didn't know it was
Because
going to come
Arteta
back.
was the first person to get Corona, and then they shut everything.
So you guys play Wednesday and Saturday. You guys play twice before we even play
Guys,
once. What?
I thought I getting Corona first. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh, dude.
That coach, the boy, Ateta ball is next season. Nah, but my team,
thing is,
assessing
I'm
my
actually-
team is hard,
I'm,
bro.
I'm worried about your team, though.
Okay,
Guy,
so
I'm
so,
worried.
so
I'm
you
not
guys
worried
are.
about my
You
team
must lose
too.
your best player.
Guy, it's not about losing our best player. Just look at who our best player is, bro. An aging man.
Bro,
That is who our best player
Bro, that
is.
side picture of him with his hairline.
I'm saying,
to-
bro,
to
the guy
his
the guy looks like a war general. Someone that fought in the 50th battalion.
No, him and
And you're telling me that-
Sadio Mane are both opposing generals.
No, bro, like, guy, I don't know. I
you
don't
guys
even know if I
are-
can even support. I can even be proud to support. I mean, I'll still watch the game, but
Do you guys at least have money for next
to
season?
buy a new player, I mean, they say we already signed that guy from Atletico,
Which guy?
Patty or something.
Really?
The black guy, yeah.
Party
the
after
Is
party.
that somebody you want?
defensive mid. To be honest, I
How
don't
many
even know.
defensive means are you guys gonna sign?
Yeah, you guys
Torreira.
have like 4.
No,
You
but
have
like, guy, we
Guendouzi,
need
Xhaka.
them, bro.
Xhaka.
Oh, Xhaka's gone, right? Xhaka's gone.
I say he's trying to go to
Bro,
Inter
Xhaka-
Milan. The guy can go.
He has to leave.
Yeah,
We
yes,
need a
yes.
striker.
But
bro.
I mean, he came back to enter favor with you guys.
well, they might
The
still,
defense-
they might
defense
still,
don't like him.
they might still keep.
But he started playing well.
No, he started playing
He
well.
started playing
Me, I
well,
don't mind,
so-
bro. The only problem I always had with Arsenal is when things are not going our way, is like that. It's like that Europa League final.
Mhm.
Like that final just shows the team. Like, how do you go to a final and it's like
Knowing that that's the game you have to win.
it's not, bro, Sean. It's not even about knowing that is the game you're supposed to win or anything.
Uh-huh.
Those guys went to that final like it was a mistake that they were there. Like they just went to the final and like you're watching it as a fan. It's like, is it that these guys don't care? Now I'm saying, bro, it's even making fans
the
not even
fight?
want to care because honestly, I've not checked up on any Arsenal news since this break from football. The only thing I maybe know about the Atletico guys just because I have them on my timeline. I'm not going to look at anything. I don't even like I heard that like we played some friendly or some
Yeah,
stuff.
Charlton.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
6-0.
and Nketiah scored 3. I'm not even bothered about that because that's what they do. And when there's no ball, when there's no competitive ball, as everybody will know that they can score hat-trick. Come on, Man City will come now, they will just collapse. It's like you against you guys when we played that game, that error Mustafi made. How are you how are you a professional?
the red card?
Not even the red card, the pass. No, it was him that made the pass.
Who?
Mustafi.
Oh yeah, the pass that the
pass
remember
that
the
Tommy
penalty
got.
that we got.
And then Luis got sent off.
I know what you're talking about.
But I'm saying, but that game too, that is Arsenal. Arsenal is a tale of two stories. First half was so bad. The second half it was like a whole new team came out.
Now you guys played bad. You guys didn't play good that.
No, that's second half. Second half
You
was
guys didn't
better,
play.
bro.
You guys didn't play. I mean, better than first.
Yeah,
first
better
half,
than the first half, bro.
But
Second
you
half,
guys
second
didn't
half, we
even play
actually play
good.
with urgency.
Yeah.
There's no urgency in our game ever.
They played
Like
Well, it's
there's
also
never
more
no
us not
urgency.
playing as good as we did first half.
Yeah, probably that too. But like you can see chasing loose balls, being more physical, getting more fouls. How can that Man City game? Our first foul was in the second half.
Yeah.
A human being has scored 2 goals and nobody, nobody even thought to about just pushing him small, letting him fall because that slows down the pace of things,
Yeah.
bro. No, guy, I'm like, this is not me. Someone that's not even a professional is seeing it. So these are the players don't see. Because a few weeks back, I was watching some stuff that Van Persie was talking about. He was talking about like the Arsenal locker room was just dead. They're like, there's no, whenever like we go into games losing, let's say we're losing 1-0 first half, nobody will say anything. Wenger will just come in, probably drink something from his cup and go back out. That is cool.
That's
too.
sad.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if that's why maybe Arteta might be the change we need. Maybe, but at this point it's like Lacazette is so inconsistent. All he knows to do is to back his nyash down and pass the ball. Aubameyang has saved us this so many times. Like, even there's no slander that will ever come. Even if he decides to leave us tomorrow, I'll not even blame him. Because if it's me, I'd have left him.
Where is he going?
I don't know where he would go.
He's 31.
I mean, the guy is still productive, bro.
But where? Like, who's gonna?
So some Italian or German team will
he's
sign
probably
him,
go
bro.
somewhere where you can try and hop on and get a.
He's going to start from most teams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most teams.
Yeah, some teams will need him and he can start from.
One thing I would say, I don't think he's staying in the Prem. Yeah.
It is like he's wasting his time staying here.
Yeah, he is.
Because he can go and do something for a team
like
that.
Who would you? Okay. What would you say for right now would be if these last 9 games you guys have? What would be a success in your eyes?
I'll have to win all of them.
Huh?
That would be a success in my eyes.
Okay, sorry. In the place called.
No, I really don't care about what we finish in.
So you don't mind not playing?
I just want
European ball next season.
Bro, I don't even want us to play it. Like, I don't
Why
want
do you
us.
say that? Do you think your team's not like?
Yeah, we're not good enough for it, bro. Yeah, but there's no point of like qualifying for. I mean, there's more money and whatever.
Cause like, who's y'all's best player? Like Martinelli or like who?
Like best player after
Yeah,
Aubameyang.
after Aubameyang.
I don't even know, bro.
Nah,
Like,
it's
you
sad.
guys should
That's not
tell
a good
me.
thing.
Like, at this point, I just want us to just start winning games, Like, let's just be consistent. I don't even care if we don't win all the next 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
But let's have performances where it's
Where you
like,
can at least have identity.
yeah, you can have hope.
Yeah.
Team, no hope in that team, bro. Just watch nonsense and you
Tierney-
waste 2 hours of the day
I know,
watching
like
them.
I heard
that would
Tierney
make
might
me
be-
so mad.
Oh,
Like just like each ball is on the weekend, but you don't even. There's nothing that's jazzing you to watch your own team.
I won't lie, bro. As much as I'll sit down here and talk, guy, whenever Arsenal plays, bro, I'll wake up and watch. Like, I can sit down here and say I don't have interest, but still I'm going to watch all their games.
Yeah.
It's just sports, bro. I don't know why it's
But
like
doesn't
that.
it like annoy you? Like you just waste your time waking up.
Obviously,
early
it
to
does,
watch-
bro.
But,
It does.
but he doesn't know any better,
I don't know.
He hasn't really experienced joy in the first place.
I'm dead.
So it's just
That's
natural to him.
No, but I don't know. I just feel like if I was in your position, I wake up 6:30 early just to watch us be down 3-0.
I mean, it's not all the time. This season, we've not. Everybody has been bad this
I know
season
it's
now.
not all the time, but like you don't know what you're waking up to that morning. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you as a Chelsea fan, you know what you're waking up to
I
every
mean,
morning.
for at least for the most part, I know.
For
for the most part, I know
this
that
season.
when I wake up, we're
This one
playing.
that has been crying this season. It's because he doesn't film his tears. I've been seeing my boy cry.
Wait, when did I cry?
Bro, I swear, you were not there when man you opened you guys up, bro. I still have the snaps. History won't forget those snaps.
Nah,
bro.
she won't forget that one.
No, Harna.
The only
you know,
reason
you know we're playing Man U FA Cup. We're playing them in the FA Cup.
No,
Oh,
you're
you
not.
guys?
No.
No, we're going to play them eventually.
Oh, you're going to? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're going
Because
to
they play like some nonsense team.
I don't even know who are playing.
I think you guys play. Oh no, you guys play Liverpool. Remember?
FA Cup.
Yeah, I remember you guys play Liverpool.
Hmm.
No. Sorry, we
I
beat
need to
Liverpool.
check.
I'm so
I need to
sorry.
check.
Sorry. No. We beat Liverpool. I forget.
You just want to play
I
out there.
No, actually, no. The thing is, I actually genuinely
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
Like that was actually no scoring
Yeah.
whatsoever. I think you guys play City or something.
Why don't you wear your Liverpool jersey?
I'm playing Sheffield.
Am I not recording? Oh, I'm not even recording the video. Or not.
We're playing Sheffield.
But I'm
Watch
still
out.
recording audio, so just keep going.
Yes,
But-
after Sheffield. Yeah, after Sheffield, then we'll play Mike.
How
Because
many
Mike is playing Norwich. You guys are playing Leicester.
This in
FA
what's it
Cup.
called? FA Cup.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good match.
Yeah, it's June 28th.
I forget that Leicester was actually doing pretty well.
These guys,
before.
man. We haven't played them. We haven't played
I
Spurs.
don't know, like that game that I saw that 11 it was 11-0, right?
9-11. It's 8 or 9.
8 or 9. But like that game, like as what team were they playing against? Was it Southampton?
Southampton really opened those
Like-
guys up, man.
After every goal they're scoring, like how do you even like just stand up and play again?
I couldn't even
It's just-
tell you.
Man,
I
that
can
was so
imagine.
embarrassing.
I always try to put myself in a situation like that. Like
That's so
imagine just getting beaten like in like this competitive game. I'm not talking about where people just come to play for fun. This is competitive where everybody's supposed to be shooting on all cylinders. and your team has just considered maybe 3 goals in the span of 5 minutes. I don't know. Because that kind of thing kills morale. And it's one thing where you have a team that can respect you and no one like City had respect for us that deal. If not, they are giving us like 10 goals that first half. You know, a team like Leicester that those guys were ready to score and they should not 10.
Bro, they were smiling after every goal they were scoring, just ready to score another one.
Nah, that kind of thing though, they're giving me a red card, brother. I was going to kick someone.
Basically, all in all, Arsenal sucks. Is there anything else with football that we need to get to, or we can talk about next week?
Nah,
not really.
Not really, right?
Yeah, we can save everything.
When do we play FA Cup?
I don't know.
I think it's June. So I mean, we have a bit, so we can talk about those things later. This is really just we're back kind of pod. So quickly on basketball, we don't know all the details. Unfortunately, Stephen couldn't be here. Stephen is really like our resident basketball person.
What do you mean you don't know the details? It's out there, no?
But like he will be able to like break like all we know is like what what Will just told us. That nigga he was probably in the meeting with Adam Silver as they were deciding this.
There's not 16 teams and 6 extra teams.
Something like that.
Yeah, so it's basically
it's a total of 22
then they'll play
teams, right?
10 games.
So I think everybody
Not every team is playing 10 games though. There's teams that are playing less than 10 games. Like I think it was the Mavericks and the Lakers.
So I think everybody's playing a certain amount of games, and then based on that, in the West, 9 will play 13, and then 10 will play. Is it 13?
9 will play 12 and 10 will play 11.
Yeah, sorry, 9 will play 12.
10 will play 11.
10 will play 11. I thought there was.
There's an additional of I think 8 teams.
6 teams.
Oh, 6 teams. Sorry.
Yeah, 4 from the West and 2 from the East.
No, there's only 1 from the East.
I thought it was the Wizards.
No, the Wizards aren't in that. It was 9 and 13.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me check.
It's 5. So it's 5 teams from the West. So I don't know how they're gonna do that. See, that's why Steven Steven will be able to break this down.
Even number of teams.
That's what I thought was even number. It's an even number when you add both, but it's not even at all. So it's 13 and 9. So I guess even based on those games, I think it's gonna be cut down to maybe the 9th seed in the West, and the 9th seed in the East, and then they'll play 8 and 9, and then I guess we'll go from there. I guess my question is, how do you guys feel about this quote unquote season? Like, does it feel like a wash to you?
They have to do it.
They have to do it, bro.
Like
someone can win the championship.
Because it's not like a Premier League where we're doing this to get into the playoffs or anything like that. Premier League, like, they have to play all those games because there's a lot that is being affected in the Premier League, like top 4, relegation, like all of that. So all their games have to be played. You can't cut down in Premier League. But this one, for the most part, we already know which teams are going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need the playoffs.
The teams that were cut off out of this little season that they're doing, we know there's no way they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
So, I mean, they had to do it. My only thing is for playoffs, is this still 7-game series? Or
I think 7-game series.
Yeah.
Something I'm gonna ask Steven next week is what drafting gonna look like based on all of this.
Draft is like late.
But I'm saying, like, what's it like? How is the order going to look like? How are people gonna be like lottery? Like their percents, like all that. I think there's so many different things they're gonna do this season,
and even the fairness of it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to get. I think we're still getting more information. So hopefully next week Steven will be here. Let's just wrap it up right there because. There's so much we could talk about, but it's okay. We don't need to talk about now.
I mean,
shit doesn't come
unless there's something.
There's nothing. Things don't come back till July 31st. There's no.
Western Conference Finals.
Bro, I said
okay. That's your prediction.
Yeah, Rocket Lakers, bro.
I have them out in the first round.
You said
who's
wait. You said Western Conference Finals is Rockets Lakers.
Yeah, who else is gonna go there?
It's Clippers and Lakers.
Nah, the Lakers are gonna beat the Clippers before they.
You're saying before they even get there? Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, but the Clippers are second.
Bro,
all
that can switch. Bro, I not see how close everybody has a game apart.
But
I guarantee with a healthy PG, a healthy Kawhi.
Bro, PG chokes, bro.
He did not choke in the playoffs last season.
They still have a pretty good. No,
he was great in the playoffs.
I don't remember last time Paul George didn't choke in.
Wait. Paul George played amazing in that Portland series. Bro, he shot a fadeaway 3 from the logo. A fadeaway 3 from the logo.
You know what that's called?
Paul George played good.
No, calm down, but
you made it seem like he let him go.
Do you know what that's called? FaceTime. The FaceTime Paul George. The first time Paul George, the guy didn't even pick up the
Bro.
call.
Nah, it's just nothing you can do against that.
Nah,
You
it's
know,
also
good
good
defense,
if you're
better
Paul
You
offense.
should be doing better.
No,
You should do better than that.
You know,
Bro, see,
like they say,
Yeah.
good
Yo,
defense,
see-
better offense.
you play 2K, right?
Yeah.
You someone like Dame is a sniper, and you're giving him that kind of
Yeah,
range.
exactly.
So now we're using
And you
2K
know he's a
logic.
shooter.
in
Bro,
real
bro,
life.
like you can use
You know
2K
he's a
logic,
shooter,
bro.
bro.
Like everyone that knows you're a shooter, you're giving him that amount of space. At least let him drive, bro. If Dame had gone to the basket and scored, I swear nobody would criticize.
that's fine.
What that made it
No,
worse
wait,
was
no, he crossed him up.
nah,
Nah,
what that made it worse was
Paul
when
George-
Paul George now said that it was a lucky shot.
he did
Bro,
say that.
We're talking about the same Paul George who was a defensive. When like.
Okay, so
five
are we?
games.
So we're judging all 5 games on one play, right?
No, I'm
So
just
is that what
saying-
we're doing?
no,
Yeah,
I'm just
but it was
saying,
him that bought
if-
it,
if-
bro.
So not Russell Westbrook. It was him,
Who's
right?
that?
No, Russell.
Paul George averaged like
Russell-
27
Yeah,
that
see,
series.
When it comes to Westbrook, we been
Bro,
knew
you
that
know
the
every
guy
game.
bottles too. So you
But-
can't you can't
No,
if
I would
you
say-
go into a playoff series putting your
I
hope
would say
on Westbrook,
The MVP.
you've already feel. But enough for
Average
triple doubles,
triple-double.
bro. That should have
No, I
been
wouldn't
Harden's
say- I
MVP.
wouldn't say Westbrook bottles. I think Westbrook just forces every game regardless. So, like he doesn't know.
It's
where
okay.
he
We
is.
don't even need to get into
He's
this.
the
My
one-
camera just died. It's okay. We'll talk about it next week. Clue day.
Nah.
My name is Adedina.
I'm Melvin Yagaku.
We'll see you guys next week.